I triple dog dare you to set a timer for 5 minutes, have no interruptions, have a list of things that you plan on doing, and crack through that list. Watch how much stuff you can get done. Okay, you guys. We are going to be talking about 3 things that every work-at-home mom needs to know. Okay, these are things I wish somebody would have told me way back in the day. And they're okay things, and they're things that everybody goes through. And then also it's just some direction, some gentle guidance and direction. Okay, make sure that you click on the subscribe button, also the bell, so you get notified when new videos come on. Be sure that you like and comment and things like that so far as these videos are concerned. I think we can all agree that this is content that needs to go out into the world. And the more that you actually engage in the content, which I want to hear what you're saying also, like I want to actually engage with you. I prefer not to just talk at folks. Okay, so if you can comment and I can actually engage with you, not only does that help us build community with each other, right? But it also helps other people see this. And when other people see this, they then get to change as well. And I believe that we all understand that we're involved in a revolution here, right? So in order to be part of the revolution, you have to help other people see this thing. You can't just keep me to yourselves. Okay? You can't be like, I don't want anybody else to see this. I want to be the only one in the world that sees this. That would be completely against everything that I stand for. So please don't do that. Okay. So again, 3 things that every work-at-home mom needs to know. Okay, you guys, if you don't have your notebook, grab your notebook, grab all the things. Okay, you guys. Number 1, you have time. You may have just completely rolled your eyes and maybe muttered obscenities under your breath, and that's totally fine. I love you so much anyway, okay? You do have time. You do have time. 5 minutes is time, okay? You have what you need, okay? A lot of people, a lot of work-at-home moms especially, or moms that want to work from home, they want to build income streams from home, they have the feeling that they can't get anything done. That they're doing so much that they can't get anything done. Now, am I saying, no, you're not doing a lot? Heck no, I'm not saying that. I know better. Okay? You're 100% doing a lot. Okay? You're doing a ton. Here's the deal. You can still build what you want to build in your free time, even if you only have 5 minutes a day, you guys. Okay? The direction that I give you guys, it's in a way that you can, okay, I set aside 5 minutes to do this thing. The next day, I set aside 5 minutes to do this thing. You guys, if you're not in my 90-day run, my 90 days to turn your side gig into your main gig, you need to be in that, okay? If you're not in that, it's free. It's in my Facebook group, okay? The Facebook group is called Heart-Centered and Successful Work-at-Home Moms. That's where you need to go. The link is in the description of this video, okay? That's where you need to go. Go into the units section, start on day 1, do 1 day at a time. You guys, it's not going to take you more than 5-10 minutes a day if you don't want it to. This is where time blocking really comes into play. And you guys know that I am like, time blocking to me is life, okay? If I can set a timer on my phone for 5 minutes, I'm gonna do this thing for 5 minutes while the kids are eating lunch, right? Or while the kids are taking a nap, or while somebody else is watching the kids for 5 minutes. 5 minutes! I can set a timer and get so much done. It's almost like Einstein was right in the theory of relativity. It's almost like time expands. It's almost like you can get more done in that 5 minutes of no other interruptions. It's almost like it gives you a half hour of actual quality time in 5 minutes. And I'm telling you right now, when you realize what you can get done in 5 minutes, you're going to know exactly what kind of boss you really are. Okay? Because when we can do this in 5 minutes and change our entire trajectories on our lives and the trajectories on our kids' lives and on our families' lives, you guys, 5 minutes can do it. But it can't do it if you don't believe that you can do it. Because if you don't believe that you can do it, you won't. You just won't. Because you'll say, well, that's a waste of time. Well, that's a waste of time. I can't get that much done in 5 minutes. I dare you. I double dog dare you, I triple dog dare you to set a timer for 5 minutes, have no interruptions, have a list of things that you plan on doing, and crack through that list. Watch how much stuff you can get done. You can build your business, you guys. Don't think that you're too busy with your kids, okay? Your kids can be part of this. Your kids can be part of this and should be. I'm going to say should be, okay? Number 2, your inspiration is in your home. Again, 3 things every work-at-home mom needs to know. Number 2 is your inspiration is in your home. People look to others for their inspiration. They look to, current people that are maybe in their industry and crushing it. They look to them for their inspiration. For me, my inspiration is in my home. My inspiration is my daughter. My inspiration is my husband. My inspiration is our lives together, our relationships together, the things that we get to do. My inspiration is my creator. All of this stuff happens between the walls of my home. Okay? So don't think that because you're home with the kids, okay, if you're home with the kids, don't think that you can't draw on inspiring things. Draw on the inspiration that you live around. Here's an interesting thing that happens. Whenever you treat your family like the inspiration that they are, an interesting thing that happens is they rise even higher to become more and more of an inspiration. So whenever you are seeing them as the inspiration that they are, you guys, don't forget to tell them that you see them as the inspiration that they are for you, okay? Whenever you tell them that, they get to rise. Not only do they get to feel valued in what you're building in your business, but they also get to rise even higher to become even more of an inspiration for you. You guys, this is where magic happens. We know it's not magic, but this is where the good stuff happens, okay? So number 2, your inspiration is in your home. Number 3 things every work-at-home mom needs to know. Number 3, start ugly, start chaotic, just start, okay? Start with your 5-minute timer. Start by doing day 1 of the 90-day run. Just begin and do not let yourself stop, okay? If things feel, I was just talking to my people in Diamond Lane about this morning. If things feel overwhelming, don't judge your feeling of overwhelm. Instead, what you do is you break it into smaller bites, okay? So a lot of times people will feel overwhelmed and then they'll say, oh, well, I shouldn't feel overwhelmed. This really isn't that much. Now I feel like a failure. That's a lot of judgment. You wouldn't judge somebody else like that. Stop judging yourself like that, okay? So what you do instead, if you feel overwhelmed, you break it into even smaller pieces. Don't judge that it's already a small piece, you guys. If it needs to be smaller, it needs to be smaller. If you can't do it, then you need to create a way to be able to do it. Okay, you guys? Or it's not sustainable. If it's not sustainable, then you don't actually get to build this thing that you want to build. And worst case scenario is that when you don't get to build this thing that you want to build, other people don't get served by you. Okay? Your audience, your people, your community will not be served by you when you get stuck in paralysis or overwhelm. Okay? So when you get to a place of paralysis or overwhelm, what you need to think about is, how do I make this smaller? How do I, so if this were a topic, this thing, this step, this task is overwhelming to me, how can I break it into pieces? What is one small piece of it, another piece of it, and another piece of it? And you guys, if it takes you 3 days to do one task, then so be it. That task is getting done, okay? You're not getting overwhelmed and paralyzed for months over a task that could have taken you 3 days to just break down into smaller pieces. You guys, this is what every work-at-home mom needs to know. How to break things down, how to prioritize, okay? And then how to be able to see the inspiration in their worlds, and how to be able to time block even 5 minutes. Everyone has 5 minutes. Everyone has scrolled mindlessly on Facebook or Instagram for 5 minutes, okay? Use that 5 minutes to create something. Use that 5 minutes to serve your people, okay? Stop being mindless about wasting your time, okay? Start being mindful about what you're going to create with that very same amount of time. The thing is, you guys, is the time goes by either way. What are you doing with it? The time is going to go by either way. So if 10 years ago, I just allowed time to go by and I was just going to scroll and I just said, you know what? I'm not going to start that thing. I'm not going to start trying to do this thing because I don't know if it's even going to be successful. I don't know, I could have done any of that. And I could have been lazy. And I could have just said, I don't see it, so I'm not going to start. But I felt it. I felt that I needed to start, right? And so when I felt that I needed to actually start, I started moving. And here's where I am today. I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm so awesome. I'm saying that because this is available to you. That's why I tell you any of this, is to show you that this is available to you. And not only is it available to you, I'm going to say that it's our birthright. This is what we were created for. We were created to show up and shake the world to its core. Our birthright, you guys, is to show up and show this world what our God does, what our Creator does. We can't show that to the world when we live small lives, guys. There's nobody asking questions about, well, how does she just live that little life over there? How does she just she didn't really show up or help anybody. She just kind of lives her life and lives day to day. I don't mean to make anybody feel guilty, but I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like we should maybe feel a little guilty if we're not showing up in our world in a way that points to our Creator, that points to everything amazing that happens because of our Creator. I'm just going to say that. I know it's not a popular thought, but it's my thought. It's my thought. I love you guys. If you are watching this and you're like, I would love to show up. I do feel guilty. I do feel like I should be doing more in my world. You need to be an HBR. This next year, starting right now, this next year is going to be something. Everybody that's in it already knows. It's going to be something. I keep getting on calls every week. Every week, I have Zoom calls with people where I'm just like, what is happening right now? What is happening for my people right now? What is really going on? You guys, we are being given access to things that other people don't have access to. We are being given the direction that we need. We are being given the eyeballs that we need. We are being given everything. But you need to get prepped. You need to get ready. That's what HBR is for. It's for you to lay the groundwork, get your foundation ready, because 2021 is blast off for my people. You got to be an HBR though, you guys. If you want to get an HBR, what you're going to do is you're going to shoot my business page, Livin the Dream with Martha, the words case study. We'll have a small chat, see if it's for you. If it's for you, I'm going to invite you in, and the rest is going to be history. You can mark off 2021 as the best year that's ever happened to you, even though it hasn't even begun. I know that. I know that for a fact.